All righty.
What kind of springboard, your team had been looking for a positive result, what kind of springboard does this serve as?
Confidence. As I said post-game, there was nothing more gratifying than to see our team embrace one another, smile, laugh, and receive victory, and to know what it feels like to do so. We've had them in between sporadically. To get back on a winning note was a great feeling, and it's something that we're going to try to duplicate this week. I think we were able to propel this win to give us confidence in the things that we're asking them to do. We tweaked some things within the practice and schematically, personnel wise, and when you have success doing so, I think it could lend to those young men buying into even more so that, okay, all right, I get it now, I understand, and it worked. And so let's try it yet again.
What did the game tape show you with the ability to run the football?
That there's opportunities there. I think from a coaching standpoint, though, we have to be committed to doing so. That so many times things get out of hand, you get behind, and you do what you think you have to do to get back in the game because you still have that competitive spirit, and time isn't on your side. So you do things that may not have originally been the game plan. I think forcing our opponent to go 3 and out and being successful in the first series defensively, then on the offensive side to go down and get a score in the first series was important. You do that in the first series, and then you start the second half and you do it yet again. It had been some time that we've had games that we've scored more points, but it's been some time since we've had a game where we scored in every quarter. And I think that resonates into being able to be productive and efficient in style of play that we're looking for.
And then the learning curve for Lowell from one game to the next, fairly impressive.
Yeah. You look at where he was, he's confident. He's confident, he feels he can, and because he feels that way, he will. Whatever it is that we ask of him, in his first outing, we were so far behind, and even though he got in early, we were playing catch-up. We were playing catch-up against our opponent, and we threw it because that was the things we thought we had to do, where we weren't very stout from a defensive standpoint, and they were going down the field. We had to try to stay relevant in the game, in the moment. I think us starting fast allowed us to stick to the script and play to what the defense was giving us, and they gave us an opportunity to run the ball from a backfield standpoint as well as a quarterback standpoint, although they weren't all quarterback designed runs. Sometimes he improvised and made things happen, which is fine. We're going to do whatever we have to do to win the game, whatever that menu is.
And forgive my ignorance, I was out a few days last week. Is there any update you could share on Frank Harris?
Yeah, status is the same.
And a quick thought on UAB, you kind of know what they are. They look pretty impressive, Coach.
Yeah, they're an impressive team. They play well. We'll have to look at us again. I can go on and on and on about what UAB is and how talented they are and how much success they've had. But the reality becomes us being able to do what we do and how we do it, and to fit the run, to cover the pass. When we played them, it hasn't been anything that was just so exotic. They've just executed well, fundamentally on taking matchup opportunities, whether it's on the perimeter or in a run game, that they felt that they've advantaged themselves, and they did a year ago. And so we'll need to shore ourselves up individually and collectively as units to be able to answer.